lighting okay? Can you see?
Yep.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ifesa. I'll be talking to you the next couple of minutes on how we can use sharing to change the world. This is not a picture of me. This is a picture of a happy little boy that makes me think about my childhood. And one of the things that I remember about my childhood is the fact that I was consciously instilled with the sense of sharing. When I had friends over and we're going to have lunch or dinner, I had to share my food with my friend on the same plate. We weren't given separate plates, we were given the same plate of food to share. And why I think my mom did that was to help me to bond with my friend through this process of sharing food. I also realized that as I grew older and I started to share life experiences with friends and family, I was able to bond with them as well. The closest friends, the closest family members that I have today are those that have shared some form of profound or life-changing experience with me. Now, taking this concept of sharing further, we'll find out that it's not just about building relationships. We can actually use sharing to solve some very serious problems. How do we do this? Two-step process. First step, identify waste. Second step, create some sort of platform that allows people to take advantage of this waste and create some form of sustainable value. Now let's go ahead and look at some examples of where this has been done. First one is Zipcart, which I believe a lot of us know about. And the waste that Zipcart decided to attack is ownership of vehicles in college towns and densely populated cities. Before we had Zipcart, we had two choices. You either have 0% ownership of a car, or you have 100%. And all you have to do is get out of this room and go to Mopac B or Mopac C car parks right now, and you'll find out that a significant portion of the time your car is just sitting somewhere in a car park doing nothing. But even in that period where it's sitting down and doing nothing, you still own it, you're still paying insurance on it, you're still paying in some way for the spot that it sits in, so you're still paying for storage. And so what Zipcart was able to do was to give us that third option where you now are able to have a percentage of a car. It could be 50, it could be 75, it could be 5. But you have that choice, and they leverage the internet to give you that usage platform where you can participate and take ownership, self-select your ownership. Second choice, or second option where this has been done is smartphones. Before we had smartphones, we did have mobile phones, but all we used it for was calling, texting, and pretty much nothing else. And so for a large portion of the time, your phone just sat in your pocket doing nothing. But you still had to pay the total cost of ownership, you still had to pay for the exact same cost that you pay today, where you have all these fantastic apps. You can do transactions on your phone, you can check Facebook, you can work, maybe with instant messaging or checking some form of documents on your phone. So the usage platform, if you think about your mobile phone, could be said to be the App Store from iTunes or the Android Marketplace. Because these platforms have allowed you to really open up the mobile phone and begin to use it much more than you used to. Third option. Oh, I'm sorry. Third option is Air Bed and Breakfast. Airbnb is a platform that goes after the challenge of bed sharing. Now, we don't think about hotels as bed sharing, but in a sense, that is what they are. You have a bed, and tonight someone's going to sleep on that bed. Next day, someone else is going to sleep on that bed. Now, you don't want Hilton or Marriott to tell you that you're coming there to do bed sharing. That wouldn't be as fancy or elegant, but essentially that's what you're doing. What Airbnb has done is take that a step further, or lower if you will, and allow individuals like you and me to participate in this bed sharing platform. So you own an apartment, and it's a 2-bedroom apartment. You used to have a roommate who just moved out, or you used to have a kid who just moved to college. That room becomes open, and it becomes excess capacity. But you can go on this platform, where mobile has different channels for you to do that, and you can offer that up to someone maybe who's just coming into town for a day or two and needs somewhere to stay. The Hilton Group, which is a very established hotel chain in the world today, is about 93 years old, and they're currently in about 88 countries, and they have a total of 610,000 beds. Airbnb is about 4 years old, and they're in 192 countries with a total of 650,000 beds available. So 4 years, 93, you can see some rapid growth and some fantastic opportunities that this platform is providing to people. Now, having said all of this, truth is we still have a lot of problems in our world today. We have what I like to call big, hairy, audacious global problems. We have, if my, okay, I'm just going to jump out of this, go back here. We have an education problem. We have a lot of opportunities for skilled labor in the US and outside, but not everyone has access to the world acclaimed type faculty that you find in Stanford, Harvard, or MIT. But now you have platforms like edX, you have platforms like Coursera that gives you access to these different professors. We also have healthcare problems. We have cases where there was this company, Glivec, that was in the news lately that is trying to get a patent for its drug, Novartis, I'm sorry, that was in the news trying to get a patent for its drug, Glivec, in India. And the patented drug would cost about $2,600 US, but if generic manufacturers are allowed to make that drug and sell it, they'll be able to provide it for about $175. So huge difference there based on their willingness or ability to share. We also have food problems, which I don't have to go into too much detail to explain. In parts of the world, you have severe hunger. In other parts, you have excess capacity and, dare I say, waste. And these problems exist, and people are trying to do different things about them. But if we begin to think about the two-step formula of identifying waste, creating the platform, or participating in the platform, in that sense, we just might be able to begin to use sharing to solve some of these problems and change the world. Thank you.